Welcome back to our Office 2013 Certification Series Word class. Today we're going to talk about lists, our fifth lesson in our document features section. So there are two types of lists, bulleted and numbered, and if you've ever done web design, you'll recognize these as ordered for numbered, unordered for bulleted. Now either list can be multi-level, and an example, even though we're in Word, I can show you this in PowerPoint as well. You'll notice I have a multi-level list. I have a unordered or bulleted list here with two levels. The two main types is level 1, and then I've indented bulleted and numbered as level 2. Notice the text size is smaller, as would be the case by default on a multi-level list. Alright, let's jump over to Word here. Yes, it's going to pop up this box saying that what I'm linking to might be unsecure. I'm just going to go ahead and click yes, and we're going to open the document the web design and hosting document we've been working on. But for one moment here, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to flip over to this. A reminder list or a to-do list. This shows a numbered list or ordered list in Word with multi-levels. So think of this as an outline for a research paper. It looks very similar. Now the numbering's different obviously, but it's the same idea. An outline is basically a multi-level list. So these are things to do that I need to get done today to make this video a reality. I have to record it, edit it, re-record if I need to do anything, produce it, and then upload it. So in section 2, 2 and 3 and 4, you'll notice that I have multi-levels. I have a second level. Now I could mix the audio and video. I could come down here. Notice I create a 2.2. If I were to hit the tab key, I will come in again to a 2.1.1, and we can say record audio after screencast, and then actually I can come in another level. Now we're at 2.1.1.1, mix with any music, and I can come in yet another level, another level, another level, another. That's my last level, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So we are 9 levels in, and that is the maximum supported in Word 2013. So that's probably more levels than you're ever going to use. Now if I want to go back a level, Shift Tab will move me back towards the left, Tab to right, Shift Tab to go to the left. I can also create levels or change the level with the increase and decrease indenting buttons here on the Home tab, Paragraph group. Notice they perform the same function as the Tab key to go right, Shift Tab to go left. So Tab to increase indent, Shift Tab to decrease indent. Bulleted list works much the same way, but obviously the bullets will stay bullets, so the different levels the bullet just gets smaller. The text size gets smaller, but it's not numbered in any way. Now I can have a bulleted list and a numbered list nested with inside, and both of them can be multi-level. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. Okay, so this is our numbered list. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to copy this here. Copy. Going to go down to page 2. So we'll insert a page break. I'm going to paste this. Now since I pasted in the same document, it keeps numbering it as if it's one list. So I can come over here and say paste data only, which will then reset it. And now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make this a bulleted list instead of a numbered list. Now you will see that the bullets change as I go in. Let's focus on number 2 here. First we have a bullet that's shaded in, a circle, then we have a circle not shaded in, then we have a square, then we have a smaller shaded circle. So those are levels. And notice I can keep going, repeating the same 3 shapes until I get to the end, which is the small square. Same 9 levels that I could do with an ordered list, just now we have different bullets instead of numbers. Alright, things we can do. We can actually change the look of the bullet. We can actually style it. So if I come here, you'll notice we have a bullet library, and you'll see different types of bullets that we can use. I can change the level. Here's all my levels, my 9 levels. I can also define a new bullet. Now I can use a symbol, a picture, or I can do it in font. So I can make my bullet, if I wanted to, I can make my bullet a copyright symbol. So now my bullet is a copyright symbol. Now, more than one level in, same circle, square will apply, but my main bullet's now a copyright symbol. I can also make my bullet a picture. So if I come here, define new bullet, picture, let's find let's see what we have in web design here in Office Clip Art. Heart, arrow, wing, spider design. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so now we have our little miniature heart, wing, spider design bullet. Now notice the first level changes. Like I said, the other levels stay the same. On your certification exam, you might be asked to define a custom bullet. If you're asked to, you will be given the assets, the picture, or told which symbol to use. So, let's go back here. Notice as I create one, recently used will appear, and it also appears in my bullets library. Now you might ask, is that for all documents or just the current document? Well, let's switch back to my other document here. Let's look at bullets, and you'll see that it's there. Once I use it or import it in, it'll be accessible in all open documents. So I could use the same library bullet from the bullet library here in my other document. So let's flip back to my sample here. So I can import a picture from Facebook, my SkyDrive, Flickr, ClipArt, or from a file on my hard drive. So I have a multitude of options for getting a bullet. Now I have alignment here, as you see, of where the bullet should be. Should it be left justified, centered, or right against, or right justified? And you see down in the preview we get these options. So left against the text, centered out a little bit, right out a little bit more. So it's actually kind of backwards. Left is actually the farthest right, right is the farthest left. Okay, so those are bulleted lists. Now, let's talk about creating a list. So I'm going to create another new document here. And I'm going to change this font to make it bigger so it's visible. Things to do today. I'm going to create the same list I had before. Now, to create a list, we have two options. As I've said, we have bullets and we have numbering. So to create it, I simply click and I'll get my first bullet. I can also type it out first. Record video, edit video, re-record, produce, and upload. By highlighting something I've typed and clicking the bullets, I can create a list that way, or I can click, get my first bullet, and type. If I return, I get another bullet. If I enter twice, I've exited my list. To create a multi-level list, I simply increase the indent with the tab key. I now have a multi-leveled list. Now you'll notice we have a multi-leveled list option over here, and we have different libraries where the bullets could be different. Notice here we have a different pattern repeating. We can do, most of these are going to be numbered lists. As you see, we only have one list library for bullets. Define new multi-level list, however, we can change each level to whatever we want. So if I want to change level 1 here, I can change the font, I can change the size. Notice all my different options here. I can use a picture for level 1. There's my picture. Level 2, I want to use my copyright symbol. Level 3, I want to use the regular bullet. So now you'll see my copyright, you'll see level 1 is my picture. My copyright symbol is level 2. Level 3 is now my bullet. Level 4, I didn't change. 5, I didn't change. 6, 7, 8, 9, I did not change. So I can actually define each level independently. If you are asked to do that on your certification exam, here we go again. Multi-leveled list in the paragraph group of the Home tab. Define new multi-level list. We can also define a new list style. Can actually create a style. Remember we talked about styles for paragraphs in an earlier section. I can actually create a list style here and have it named where I can just pick it to immediately change the options to what I want. And again, with any style, I can put it in this document or any document based on the template I'm currently loaded, which 9 times out of 10 is going to be the normal template, which means all new documents will have this style created in it as a list style. So I can just highlight a list, apply this style, and all my formatting will be there. Now, same list, record, edit, video, re-record, produce, upload, highlight. Now I'm going to use a numbered list. So by default the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can come down here and make that like this. Here, here, here. Notice I have a multitude of options. I can also define a new format. Like that, where they're written out, which doesn't really look professional because 3 is kind of longer than every other word. But I can do that. I can also come down here and change the level. I can set the numbering value. So if I have more than one list on the same page, do I want to start a new list or continue from the previous list, which you saw when I pasted in the same list on my other document. You notice it started at 6 until I made a change to put it back to 1. I could have also set the numbering value here. I set the paste option to only paste text, but I could have also come in here and set the numbering value. And notice I don't have to start at 1. I can start at 8 if I wanted to. I don't have to start at number 1. And I don't have to start at letter A. I can actually start at whatever number, whatever level, whatever number or letter that I want. Alright. So if I tab in, the default is a small letter A, a small letter I, another one, A, I, pattern repeats. Now if I want to change this, come over here to my multi-level, and I can pick the one that I want. Now notice I could change this to an unordered list by simply clicking. Now I have an unordered list. So I can do that. This is probably, let's see, let's go with this one, which is our typical outline format. Roman numeral, uppercase letter, number, lowercase letter, number in parentheses, letter in parentheses, small I in parentheses, letter in parentheses, small I in parentheses on out. So this is our typical MLA outline format. So we have that option as well. So that's how to create a multi-leveled list using an unordered, bulleted list or an ordered Numbered list. Practice with lists. These will, in all likelihood, appear on your certification exam. Any of the skills we've covered here today, whether it be creating a multi-leveled list, creating a bulleted list, a numbered list, changing the bullet style, creating a list style, any of those could be tested on the certification exam. If you look at the skills measured, the list topic is pretty much wide open. It says all about lists. So anything that we've covered today could be covered in your certification exam. So practice, practice, practice with these lists. Just start making to-do lists for several days if you want to, which will get you in the habit of using a list. You make a bulleted list, make a numbered list, and make sure you investigate and know how to change a list, how to change a multi-leveled list style, and how to create multi-leveled lists using the keyboard or the ribbon using the increase or decrease button on the paragraph group. Now you'll notice we also have a sort option up here. We can sort a list. If I were to click here and click sort, we'll just do by paragraph. Notice we can sort a list. Useful could be. On a numbered list, obviously doesn't work so well. On a bulleted list, if I had a long list I wanted to put in alphabetical order, I could do so. If I just had a list here and I want to put it in alphabetical order, I could. There we go. Multi-leveled lists don't particularly sort well. If I just had like a list of long things with bullets I wanted to sort, I can do it there. So, look in the supplementary materials for the lists I've created. And again, practice, practice, practice. So this concludes our lesson on lists. And again, look in the supplementary materials for additional documents and practice creating your list. You will see them on your certification exam.